Hi everyone, my name is Kasia or Katarzyna. I am based in Poznań, Poland, and this is my knitting channel where I talk about yarn, my projects, what I wear, what I am working on, and all good stuff I want to believe. And today I am coming to you with another knitting podcast episode, though I truly forgot I'm recording them, and that's because I don't know, there are so many topics to cover right now with the content creation, everything you need in 2024, winter plans, Q1 plans, inspiration, mood boards. It feels like there are a lot of ideas, and I was planning to make my winter plans video, and then I remember that I should wrap up my December needs first. So this is what we are going to cover today. December wasn't a very productive time for me. I received yarn for one project, but that will be explained in a next knitting episode, simply because it will be a January project, not a December project. And then I haven't done any gift knits this year. For the first time in my family, we decided to do Secret Santa and just technically gift one gift to one specific person instead of gifting everyone, and then just buying stuff for the youngest in the family. And I didn't need to knit anything for my grandma, because she usually doesn't really use the stuff we get for her, because I think she thinks that they are too pretty to use or anything. So yeah, anyway, to finish this rumble, I am just working on one gift knit that is for my friend for her birthday, and I haven't forgotten about that, don't think that. I just my wrist started to hurt again when I was doing the rip all over rip balaclava. So yeah, I even had this on my lap to work on that before. So yeah, it looks huge, but it will cinch in with that part around your face. What was that called? Drawstring band? How was that called in the pattern? Anyway, I am modifying okay, maybe slowly, everything in the correct order. Okay, so what I'm wearing today, I picked up my Nyx sweater that I test knitted for Rebecca Claw. Have I mentioned the name? Okay, one more time. This is my Nyx sweater that I test knitted for Rebecca Claw, aka Crabia. And this sweater was inspired by Hosier's song Son of Nyx, and I picked black and chalk color in Drops Lima for my contrasting colors. This was my first circular yoke sweater, and I'm still trying to get used to this sweater. I think it makes my shoulder really broad, which is not something I usually go for in my with my clothes. And I think that if the color work was lower as well, it would look better. But also, this was my first color work yoke in the round like that. So it was really challenging, but I really enjoyed that. And yeah, and it's awfully warm. It's 40% alpaca and the rest is wool, so it's really warm. And as you know, it's double the yarn around the upper body area, and it's really, pneumonia is not something that will cut me that will catch me this year, I believe. So yeah, this is what I'm wearing. It's a really lovely pattern, and I would highly suggest that if you are looking for something nice and challenging in the same way. This part was really fun. Here it got really rhythmic, and then there were parts where there are 7 stitches and only 1 or 3 stitches in the contrasting color, so you have to cut floats. This is how we talk about that. So it was more fiddly, and 1 stitches were swallowed here because of the increases here as well, where there was something that just swallowed the pointy areas, or there was something I did wrong, and it looks kind of like chopped, especially in this area. I wanted to duplicate stitch that, but I cannot be bothered really anymore. Anyway, yeah, I finished 2 things this month, which is really, now that I think about that, it's really odd, but okay. First of all, I finished my weekend hat by Hiromi Nagasaki. I finished it, and then after blocking and wearing it for a couple, I think after wearing it for a couple of times, I noticed a mistake. So if you see it, no you don't. But other than that, I really like this hat. It was really fun and relatively quick knit. I really like the cables. They were less complicated than I thought they were. So now if I see this type of cables in sweaters, I know they are not horribly difficult or anything like that, and it would be something doable because I thought they were really complicated, but it's okay. I used Sadness Garden Burgund in the red shade, but I don't remember the exact color number, so forgive me for that. And to be honest, it is surprisingly not a very warm hat, which is it's really surprising to me, even though I have quite a lot of hair on top of my head. With this hat, it's still not very warm, but on the other hand, not every hat needs a strand of mohair to be fully hot. But yeah, I really love this pattern. I would highly suggest checking it out. You can make short brim or folded brim. I went for folded brim option. I think that you could easily, if you go for 3 balls of burgund, you could easily make 5 centimeters more, but unfortunately the pattern is written from like button up instead of top down, so I couldn't really come back and extend the length of the brim. but other than that, it's really great. And I would love to have more of this pattern in any other color, but I like red hats, to be honest. And my another finished object, it is something that I started working on it, let me say it right, I started working on it in the first part of the year. I think I casted it on around Easter time. I frogged my sweater number 15, and I tried to straighten out the yarn because it was like, you know, noodly. And I used PetiteKnit fingering, I believe. Anyway, I was working on my Eva Cardigan, and then working on it for a few weeks. I just pushed it aside because I was receiving a lot of test knits invitations and being accepted to test knit something, and it was summer, so I didn't needed cardigan, and it's just, I picked up this cardigan back in December because all I had to do was finish the ribbing of the body, cast the body off, and then do the button band. And back then I didn't want to do the button band because it was all over 2x2 rib button band, and I didn't really feel like doing this little fabric around this cardigan in 2x2 rib. That's why I started knitting the entire dress in 2x2 rib. Anyway, I simply did so many texture knit since then that in December it was like, okay, it's just a button band. So I finally finished that. And when I went for Christmas to my hometown, I bought buttons, and I sew it down, and I still think I should change the colors to the brown ones, but yeah, okay. And before I went home for Christmas, I didn't really have time to wood block it, so I blocked it like 2 days ago, and it's still a little bit damp. So anyway, yeah, I like this cardigan. It will be great to wear it at home. I don't think the yarn looks good enough to go out with in it, but we'll see. It's full of the white brushed alpaca that I'm using for the balaclava. But anyway, here is my Eva, and I don't even know if it didn't grew longer or bigger after wood blocking, because before I went home I just ironed it over cotton cloth, and it worked perfectly. The yarn looked really nice, but I don't know how it will look now after wood blocking it. So these are my 2 finished objects of last month. Now I can tell you more. Now I can tell you more about the balaclava that I'm knitting for my friend. I modified Witre Designs Flashback hoodie because that's my so far to go balaclava pattern. I am using baby merino and brushed alpaca by drops in both color ecru, but there is a visible difference between those yarns, but together I think they make quite nice combo. It doesn't marble as much as I expected it to marble. I made the top of the balaclava longer to make it slightly bigger because my friend wanted it to be less nighty. And I tried to make it bigger, and I think it will still stretch out after blocking, and I still have to add this, you know, part to for drawstring. And if she wants, she can always close the face hole with the drawstring. So this is what I'm working on. I'm really close to casting this off and doing this part, and with blocking it and sending it to Amsterdam. But I still need a little bit more time, and I will tell you why just in a second. What else I am working on? My Christmas cast on, which is something last podcast I told you that I received 4 bowls of sauna from Wool Dreamers from my friend, because we've done Secret Santa with my knitting group this year, and I received this wonderful gift to knit Legs Tea by Ozetta in the suggested yarn, and this is a really nice gift, and I really enjoy that. But I also realized that another Ozetta's design, Earthy, is designed for the same yarn, and I decided to make Earthy in this yarn in the future. And right now I am making Legs Tea. Legs Tea in Lanegato VIP yarn, which is 20% cashmere and 80% merino wool. It's super soft. My sister made tea #1 in this yarn, and it's really nice. If I'm correct right now, I think that was the case. Anyway, I have to focus on it this week as well, because on Sunday we are having a gathering in the cinema to watch a movie and knit together with my knitting group. So I really want this project to be joined in the round, so that I can just, you know, have fun in the cinema. But so far it looks like this. It was my, just as I said, it was my Christmas cast on, but I didn't really spend much time on it so far. And right now it got just a little bit cooler, so I still have time to finish it for time for spring. In time for springtime. English is whoa. Anyway, okay, and this yarn was in my stash for like a year and a half, so it's finally time to just get over with. My another whip, which is I've been working on it for quite a while right now, so some of you may be tired of hearing me rumble about that. Anyway, I am working on my second design, because last year I released my Nor bandana pattern, which is a free knitting patterns for triangular bandana, knitted from the tip up to the widest part, so that you can use really any yarn or any needle with any gauge you want. And it's a free pattern, so if it doesn't work out for you, you are not losing anything, because it can be a really scrappy project. But then I wrote to Lamana Yarns if they want to help me develop another pattern, and they kindly said yes, which I'm very thankful for. And I received 8 balls of Milano yarn from them to develop an idea for gloves, for mittens. So here it is. Here is my take on tabby gloves, tabby mittens, my therefore mittens, and they are they are knitted in Milano, which is 10% cashmere and 90% merino wool, on 3mm needles with 26 stitch gauge, and I made it with short cuff here, but it's only knit, no rip, because I wanted to test a slit option, which is really ridiculous now that I look at it. But maybe I should add this modification to the pattern. I don't know. I just felt like those car mittens. Does anyone watch How I Met Your Mother? Because it's okay. Anyway, my tabby mittens. But then I decided, my non-knitting friends really laughed at this idea when I showed them, like, oh god, look what I made, and they went like, oh my god, this is so bad. And I don't think it's bad. I think it's okay. It's weird, clearly, but I felt that maybe not many people will be into this the same way that I am. So maybe I should also give a modification for normal one finger gloves. And that's how I made them, and they are my therefore mittens as well. It's just modification to just keep all the fingers together. Very classic, very easy. I have done the 7 by 1 rib, which is still very loose, but there is something interesting happening in the cuff anyway, as you can tell. And I want to add all the possibilities for every possible rib for both sides, because I'm thinking about 2 sides. I plan to do only one, but then there were more people who told me that they have bigger hand than me, and I was like, oh. It turns out that not only I have short fingers, but also my entire hand is really small. So if you think that this is looking ridiculous, that's because I have short fingers, and this is simply for my hand, and I only have one of them. So this is fun. And over this weekend I wanted to finally write down the pattern, because the test call is already up and running and you can sign up if you want. And I wanted to finally write down the pattern, and I didn't really understand my notes very well, so I had to cast on something new. So I am doing the tabby version again, size 1, with short rib. Ribbed this time it was 5 by 1 rib, I believe. It's more cinched in, and I really hope that one of my testers will pick the classic 1 by 1 rib, because I'm really curious how it would look. But also I've been thinking about making another red pair. So we will see. But also I did a little bit of modification, because I did the finger differently, because I wanted it all to be cinched in into a nice shape together. And it's not blocked because I still have to do the thumb, and I don't know if it looks, does it look better or does it not? So yeah, this is my thought process over this knit. But what do we like better? What should we do better? Because it's also, I think, important for the pointing finger to still be shorter than the rest of the hand, just to, you know, keep the shape, nice shape. Anyway, you can see them right now like that. I also did a little modification, and I'm not really sure if I like it, because if this glow lies flat, it looks more ridiculous, but the first sample looks better, so I think that the modification from this one has to go. So yeah, that's that. And for Christmas, my brother-in-law, okay, my sister, got me 2 balls of Cardiff Cashmere Classic, and it's tempting to do my own design in this yarn. It would be great to actually have it done this way. But maybe I could work on something new on my third design. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm really happy with this black cashmere yarn. For a second I thought about making a Sofie scarf in it, but I don't know. I definitely don't want to do my Nor bandana in it, simply because I don't know. I know that one of my tester, Ria, if I read your name correctly, she made white cashmere Cardiff Nor bandana, and it looked great. So maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. We'll see. Anyway, it's so soft, it's great. I was also thinking about Gregoria Fiber's cashmere beanie, but for that design you need 3 balls, not 2. So I could order 1 more bowl. We'll see. And speaking of Sofie scarf, because there were so many Sofie scarves over my feet over Christmas time and all December, because it's easy Christmas gift. 2 evenings and you have a scarf. And I was ordering yarn for my friend's balaclava, and I got myself a bowl of baby merino in Bordeaux color, and I'm thinking about making, I even have needles ready, and I'm thinking about casting on Sofie scarf. I also got gray and dark blue coat for spring, so who knows, maybe I will cast this on once all things with my therefore mittens are cleared out and the test knit is started. But I have to select testers and ask for all the possible available spots for sponsored yarn, but I'm worried I won't get many spots for that. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to me rumble. This, as you can tell, this month wasn't really very successful when it comes to knitting. So I think that's it. Thank you so much for listening to me rumble.
Hi, I wanted to express how happy I am that that I could actually record the entire episode in one take, and my phone cut me off. I ran out of memory. But anyway, I wanted to just add this little clip at the very end to say thank you for watching me and watching this episode. It really makes me really happy when new subscriber pops up, or I see you watching those videos. It's really nice. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see when something new pops up. I hope to make maybe a knitting vlog next or winter plans. You can let me know what you would be interested in watching next. Don't forget to also tell me what you're working on. It's really nice to get some inspiration before I settle all my winter plans and some spring plans already. And yeah, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. There will be some more content over there as well. And I add more things daily on Instagram, I think. Anyway, I start to rumble again. So thank you so much one more time and see you around.